I'm Mariana Trench. I'm a drag performer from Bristol. I like to think of Mariana as like a immortal, like, movie star who just never really got over the 20s. We were all bedroom queens at some time. Everyone sits in front of that mirror and practices their face. And eventually you've got to bite the bullet and go, this is the face that I'm going to do, and I'm going to go outside to a night out in this. And then people will start to, like, notice you. So a lot of people think drag is just men dressing as women, and for a long time that is how it has been. But recently we've seen a huge rise in drag kings and performers who were like assigned female at birth or AFAB, who are performing not as kings but as queens, like me.
So I do drag in multiple personas. I started doing drag as Roddy Jodphurs, drag king. As I continued doing drag as Roddy, I found that there was a part of myself that I was far more comfortable getting to know. So I started getting more comfortable experimenting with feminine side of things. And out of that grew a different character who I also perform as, who is Rosemary Spaby.
That is what we call a team effort, femmes and thems.
She is a completely different character. She looks very different, she talks different. The longer I've been Roddy, the more the lines between me and him have blurred, so it's quite nice to have a very stark character contrast. My drag as a non-binary AFAB person is going to be presented in a way that is entirely different to a trans woman, because we've had different experiences. Those different perspectives are the things that make a show so wild and so interesting.
When you're performing, you can become this whole other person who might be completely different from who you are out of drag, and it feels really empowering.
What drag means to me is self-expression and freedom to experiment with identity. So I kind of like having a space where there are no rules and nothing is set in stone and you can just play about with things.
Was a time when love was kind, and the world was a song, and the song was exciting.
I suffer quite a lot with anxiety and like bad self-esteem, but when I'm in drag, I feel like I'm this whole brand new person who's like fun and exciting and like exudes just like confidence, which I think is something I lack in like real life. I'm someone who has like grown up being bullied and always taught like your body is different and no one likes it, to being able to stand on a stage and be like, this is me, I don't care what any of you think, you've paid to see this, so it all in. Mariana means getting to go out and enjoy myself and not feel anxious or scared that people are staring at me because I want people to stare at me. Instead of feeling that like head down, walk quick, I don't want anyone to notice me, I don't want people to look at me. I love that feeling of not being afraid to be myself.
Drag makes me feel like I have actually found a way that I can embody parts of myself that I would never normally get to show off, and like I have found a community that I have been looking for a really long time.
My friends that I've met through drag are some of the best people in my life, and I finally found this group of like equally messed up queers, and we all just have a great time with each other.